So I just wanted to share an individual experience I had with the Suzuki Samurai gas gauge not working. This guy right here, I traced all kinds of wires. I worked everything back from the dash cluster. Couldn't figure it out. So I decided to go ahead and just pull the dash down and see if there's anything in the cluster itself that was a problem. And here's what I found. A melted wire there. I believe that's going to be it. I'll solder that back up. Okay, so after repairing the burnt wires in the Suzuki Samurai fuel gauge, the fuel gauge went back to working correctly. The water temperature gauge went back to working correctly because it draws power through the fuel gauge itself. So if you lose one, you'll lose both. I believe the root cause was I may have grounded a wire that shouldn't have been grounded, which caused a very direct path for the current to flow through, which was more current than that small wire could take, and that's what caused it to melt. So with that being said, everything's back together, working fine. Took it out for a nice little half-hour test drive, nothing else happened. So the main wiring diagram runs all your leads up to the dash, and then it stopped at the dash. It doesn't show how they're actually wired inside the instrument cluster itself. So you've got your two plugs coming in, and that's the end of your diagram. Now I did find another diagram for the cluster, which helped resolve this issue. That's where I saw that the power actually crosses through the fuel and into the temperature. They work off of each other. So that was a little bit harder to find that diagram. Also, when I was looking for that diagram, I'd seen people mention that there's a wire you shouldn't hook up because you can potentially fry some things in your instrument cluster. I believe that was the ground that I wasn't supposed to hook up. It is a black wire. It was attached to the back of the cluster, but it was attached to a 7-volt power lead. So I thought it was kind of odd. I didn't notice the 7-volt marking on it when I decided to ground it, but I believe that's what caused the short. And hopefully that'll provide some resolution to some people with a similar situation. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys back again. Take it easy.